What's going on, everybody? DogMan down here. We are in Warframe, and the update just came out for Revenant, Mask of Revenant. Right off the bat, I just want to show you day one access for partners. So we did receive the Revenant collection to be able to review and go over that with you guys. So that's what we're going to do a little bit here in this video. I've already got him equipped, as you can see. Just a couple things we're going to go over. I haven't really played with him too much yet, or at all, I should say. There's my cabinet in the back. We'll talk about that. So the collection itself, there's a couple ways to do this, right? So the collection itself, you can buy it with 640 platinum. You get the Revenant, you get the special helmet, the alternate helmet, shoulder blades, your chest, your ankle, your armor basically. You get the Fantasma, which is the new shotgun, and the Kasha Cavet armor, which is why I took my Cavet out so we could take a look at that. And that's what we're going to cover here. We're basically going to look over everything, maybe do a little fashion frame in the process. And then throughout the weekend, I'll have some coverage, obviously, because I am also trying to get enough ducats to be able to get my Prisma Twin Gremlins that are available for the next day and a half, if you will. Now, while we're staring at this awesome screen here, just for anyone else, there is a grind. Okay, there is a grind. There is no doubt there is a grind. Acquisition is very simple. Revenant's main blueprint is awarded upon completion of Nakat's main or mini quest. Okay, that's over in the plains of Eidolon, which is unlocked after reaching rank 2 with the quills and purchasing the Mask of the Lost One from her. Okay, let me repeat that. So, in order to get the blueprint, you got to do Nakat's mini quest, which is unlocked after you reach rank 2 with the quills, and purchase the Mask of the Lost One from her. Equipping the mask and entering the plains of Eidolon at night will begin the mini quest. And then after that, acquiring components for the blueprints of Revenant are throughout the bounties while the quest is active. Okay? So there is a grind. Always a grind. Everything is a grind in this game, if you will. If you want it for free, you got to grind for it. But let's take a look at some of this stuff. Now, I'm going to start over here with Ugly. And I'll come to Appearance. At first, I was looking at it and I'm like, wait, I don't see my Attachments tab. And then I forgot I have the Moonless Cavet skin on. So I have to remove that and just go with a basic skin. Okay, so I've got that. This is my current color scheme. Haven't updated her in a while because I just don't really play her. But then that brings your attachment tab, and you can go over to the armor, and you can see the new armor, which is right there. So that's the new armor. Looks pretty interesting. It's just basically like a Revenant armor. We'll go ahead and they got the default colors on. You can do some random colors. Just like so. Never really some great color schemes inside of this here, if you will. Let's see. Maybe we can get a little black on. Little blue here. This is just to mess around with it. Get a little yellow in there for the nod colors. We'll come back over, add a little more yellow there, and energy color, we'll just go with blue for now, just to kind of get some kind of color scheme. There you go. So that's what it kind of looks like. You can color it up a little bit. I'm going to leave that as it is. Fashion frame for Ugly is done. Back over to the arsenal. Let's take a look at this. We've got the Fantasma and we got the Revenant. Okay. Just looking at the Revenant here, as you can see, there we go. If we want to, how do I do this? Dun, 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 for anyone, I know I'll get tons of comments about this stuff, but this is what we're doing. So we got a few different things here. You got your Enthrall, your Mesmer Skin, your Reeve, and your Dance Macabre, which I can never speak very well, so just bear with me. And then you got the passive, which is shield depletion, smashes nearby enemies with a knockdown shockwave. Sounds pretty cool. Enthrall here, converting a target into a zealous thrall. Thralls turn in on their allies and enthrall through damage. On death, they disintegrate into a damaging pillar of energy, and the remaining hordes under Revenant's spell until his ability runs out. So this ability runs out, which means definitely some kind of continuity. No, continuity? Yeah, continuity. Some mods that are going to extend the duration. Definitely some duration mods. Uh, and being, your first skill, lowest cost. That's always going to be used a lot. Becoming enveloped with sentient energy, redirecting damage and stunning all those who dare attack. Stunned enemies can be enthralled at no energy cost. So from Mesmer Skin, you can enthrall enemies. That's a nice synergy right there. Reeve, dash through enemies as a wall of sentient energy, leeching shields and health from any encountered enhanced for thralls. So again, the synergy here. So let's see, you have the Mesmer Skin going. You can create enemies, enthralled enemies. You can steal shields and health from any encountered enhanced for your thralls. I see where it's going here. I mean, it's pretty interesting. This last one is kind of confusing in how it breaks down here. So you basically erupts a multitude of Eidolon energy beams and sweeps a circle of death around Revenant. So basically, incoming damage is redirected to the beams. Okay, holding the fire button to boost the range and damage. So you hold down your left button if you're on the PC, your left mouse button. Okay, while also increasing energy consumption. So energy efficiency mods are going to be pretty important here in that case as well, to try to offset that extra damage you're causing. That's going to take more energy to do. Okay, damage types can adapt to select defenses, and that's what I want to talk about because it doesn't really tell you much in here. Okay, thralls killed by this will leave overshield pickups. Keep that in mind as well. So to invoke a more sentient theme with Revenant, okay, the last detail change here is basically that sentience. We know sentience in the wild can often adapt to your attacks. So they change this around where there's three special adaptations that exist for damage types. Once you have the dance macrebe, whatever, the fourth ability going. So you're going to have, if you strike armor with the fourth ability on, it will adapt and turn into corrosive damage. If you strike shields using the fourth ability, it will adapt and turn into magnetic damage. And then striking infested flesh with your fourth ability, it will actually adapt and turn into gas damage. So your different chances, corrosive, magnetic, or gas damage. And this will be at a base of 20% status chance. Okay? And that's going to be amplified, of course, by holding down that left mouse button. So we're talking energy efficiency mods. Your amplification is really done through your mouse. So, I mean, obviously, we're going to have some kind of strength mods on here just for these other things here. So range, duration, damage increase. So we'll probably have some strength mods in there just for the damage increase. But efficiency is going to be important on that last one because obviously the more efficient we are and the more we can hold down that button for damage, the better off things are. Now, Revenant skin, there is just the one skin right now. It looks pretty funky. And the helmet, you have the regular helmet. You also have the Vanilla helmet, which is a slightly different one, which I kind of like it a little bit better. That one looks funny. This one I like a bit better, so I'm going to go ahead and use that alternate helmet on there, if you will. I've already put my attachments on here. I didn't do sigils yet, no big deal. Cyan Donna, that's kind of picky. I have to go through that. That's going to be probably take me a while to do. In terms of attachments, so we have the new armor, okay, that's out. Let's go ahead and find that new armor that's in here. Where are you? There you are. The Vitala chest plate, which just fits right on there. We're going to have the armor. Scroll all the way down to the bottom here. And this is what I do. There we go. It's pretty funky. Oh, look, it covers up my... It protects my emblems. I wonder if it does that on the other side. Does it protect my emblem on the other side? It does protect... Look, see? It protects my emblem. That's pretty cool. Legs. 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 Okay. There we go. Little pieces down there. Let's go ahead and over here. Legs over here. So definitely an armor set that fits. And we can copy main colors right now. We're still on the same colors, so there's that. If we want to do some random colors just to kind of give you a better idea of what it kind of looks like here. That armor set, if you will. Right? Ooh, those are ugly. Let's go back over there. Animations, you have your standard animation, I guess. Here's your Revenant animations. There we go. So we got your standard that's on there. You got your agile. Pretty cool. And then you got your noble stance. Or your standard. Just your standards. Okay. Let's just do some quick basics here using my setup. So I'll go with the black. I'm going to go with a little blue. Just some basics here. Go in the yellow. Go in the white. Yeah, that looks a little better for me. Accents. Let's choose some accents. We'll make the accents yellow. And we'll make our... Yeah, look at that. Perfect. Okay, and I bet you if I come back over here to attachments, it'll look weird. Copy main colors. Actually, it looks really good. Okay, so that was a quick fashion frame. I'm going to snap a shot of that. There we go. Just for me. Okay. Awesome. Let's take a look at this Fantasma, if you will. Alright, so we have your primary and your secondary, depending upon how you're utilizing it. Primary, 100% accuracy, critical chance, 3%, right? Fire rate is 12, magazine 11. Definitely alarming. 37% status chance, trigger is held with an impact and a radiation. So there is a lot we can definitely do with this weapon. In terms of secondary, let's see what's really changing here. Your fire rate is down to a 2. This is kind of more like a single shot I'm going to look at instead of your trigger is a charged versus your trigger being held. Okay, so it's a charged shot. And you definitely have 15 and a 73 radiation, so you have a bit more base damage here than you do on the primary. But like I said, there's going to be a lot that we can do to work with this and mess this up. I mean, set this up. You'll have your meta builds, and then you'll probably have whatever I come up with. We'll see. Let's just go back there. So that's what that thing looks like. It looks pretty beastly. If I just go ahead, now that I got a color scheme going, just copy the colors. Now you can see it even more. I like it. Actually, the color scheme looks pretty good there in my opinion as well. Haha. Okay. That's it for this episode. Thanks for tuning in. Throughout the weekend, I'm going to have some gameplay. I'll have some comments. I'll be online. We'll probably do some live streams as well. So feel free to join me over there if you want to when I get going live, because I got some ducat farming to do, and I've got a new frame and weapon to play with. This is going to be awesome. I'll catch you guys soon. Thanks for tuning in.